Hi. Hey humans, welcome back to otro videito más. Today we're going to be talking about cages and housings for the Osmo Pocket 3. And at the end, I'm going to tell you one accessory that you should probably get that'll make it easier for you to actually take all your Osmo Pocket 3 gear with you on the go. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so as you can see right here, I have technically 3 cages, 2 housings, and the one that came included with the Osmo Pocket 3. Now the reason we're doing this is because I have bought the Osmo Pocket 3 before and I ended up returning it. I decided to give it another go, buy again. But the one thing that was missing the first time was cages, housings, and mounting points for the Osmo Pocket 3. Obviously, as you guys can see, this has no mounting points at all. It has these 2 in there, which I absolutely love, but still no mounting points. Now, yes, you have this thing, which has a 1/4 screw at the bottom, which if I take this off, we have a 1/4 inch mounting screw right there, which is kind of nice. You can technically put whatever you want. And I decided to put these. This is basically a quick release clamp. It has these 2 GoPro style connectors, which are magnetically attached to the sides if you're not using them. So they are super nice. As soon as I let go, they come back in. It also has a locking mechanism. And the way you undo it is by pressing the sides. The hooks will retract and you can detach it. If you look right here, I have one on the mini pot. That way I can instantly and quickly attach it to the mini pot legs. And now it's just not going anywhere. As you can see, as soon as I press, it goes apart and then it goes back in. Now these, you can get them from Insta360. I have 4 of them currently. I might buy more, don't know yet, but for now I have 4. But the downside is the only mounting point you get is at the bottom of either the battery grip or the little small tiny knob extender. And yeah, that to me wasn't enough because I kind of want to be able to mount it on my chest with one of those Peak Design clips, or I want to be able to mount it on one of these, you know? Obviously this only needs the bottom screw, but it was still, I still needed more, which is where these cages come in. Now I'm gonna take everything off the table. I'm gonna open these up and we're gonna try them out. I'm gonna show you each one, how it fits and all the mounting point it does have. At the end of this video, I'm gonna decide which one I'm gonna stay with. Now this one is not really a cage, but it's more of a housing for the top part of the gimbal, and these are the cages. So we're gonna open each one and try them out. We're gonna start off with the Ulanzi PK06, which is a very tiny but powerful one, but it does weigh a little bit more than it looks. So the nice thing about this one is that you have a 1/4 screw thread right here, and you also have these that pop up as a mounting point for GoPro accessories, which is awesome. Now these are magnetic, they pop back on, but not as strong as these, so keep that in mind. But they still work. They're all metal, so it's not like they're plastic and they're gonna, you know, break away. And now the way you do this, you open this up, you grab right here, boop, open it up. After you open it up, you want to take it, open it. You're going to slide in the top part into the Pocket 3. Make sure it's all aligned. And now close it up. All right, now that's closed in. As you can see, it's in there. It's connected. You do have a cold shoe right here on the side, which is perfect if you want to mount a microphone or a light. So this is, you know, nice perk. This is all metal. It makes it a little bit heavier, but it's still all metal, which is kind of very nice. Now the only problem I've had with this one specifically is that if you mount this a little bit too high, this will not open. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna open this up one more time. I'm gonna push this up a little bit further up. See, it still closes, it's still in there. But now if I try to open the screen, it's not letting me because it's a little bit too high up. So it's a little finicky in the sense that if you're gonna be taking it off and on, you got to be very careful of your placement. So now that I put it a little bit lower, locked it down, now it's good. So you can see. But like I said, this has a mounting point back here. So technically this can go right on here. All right, so now it's screwed in the back, and now I can mount this however I want. I can open this up. So now that I have this, you know, I technically could put this on, And I have the battery grip, right? And I have a mounting point at the bottom, and I have a mounting point on the back. Imagine I can put a little Peak Design quick release plate on back here, and I can put it on my Peak Design capture clip, walk around, take some POVs of me shooting photos, kind of, you know, the thing. And then I can just remove it as easily, and then I can put it back. Now, my one issue with this is that if you're gonna store it and you wanna store it in the case that it came with, then you're gonna need to do one thing. You're gonna need to remove the actual cage, because this does not fit in there. As you can see, this is too wide, doesn't really fit in there. So to my point, you have to remove the cage, which I'm not a fan of, because you also have to put it in very delicately and in a very precise spot in order for the screen to open and close. So that was my first qualm with this. Here comes the next one, Tilta. So now this cage, I mean, not even out of the box, and you can see it has a ton of mounting points. We're gonna open this up. Packaged all pretty. You do get your typical Tilta tool to take it on and off. I have mine on my keychain from my other Tilta stuff that I have bought. This was also like an amazing choice because, well, it's Tilta and they make amazing stuff. And look at it. It has mounting points out the wazoo. You have 8 1/4-inch mounting points, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, and 2 at the bottom. Now, the way this one works, you cannot put this into here by itself. You see all this gap here in the middle? Yeah, that needs to be used up by that small little mount, which is also why it has a little screw down here, because this will screw into the small one. So let's get that one. So as you can see, with this small one, I do have the mounting plate. So we're gonna remove that. All right, so now this slides into here, right? All the way down, all the way. Now this screw we're gonna tighten up because this will hold everything together. Now do me a favor, and when you're tightening the bottom one, don't go all the way. Like, leave it a little bit loose so this thing can move a little bit in there, as you can see, because this is gonna have to slide in there and you kind of want it to be able to find its way. As soon as you hear both clicks, you can go ahead and tighten the rest of it. So now it's there. So technically you can pull this off. Now all you have to do to put it back is just slide it in. Just be careful, don't go crazy. Try to find it so it matches. 1 click, 2 clicks, and it's back in. Holding it in the hands, it just feels so much better. Like, it feels sturdy as heck. I can open the screen without any problems. It's nice, sturdy, it's metal. It still has 2 mounting points at the bottom, mounting points at the side, and mounting points on the other side. Now, the only downside is that it doesn't have any mounting points at the back, which I was kind of sad. You know, this right here, instead of making it that, if it would have been a mounting point in there, I think that would have been sick and sweet. Even if it gave it a little bit of like girth in the back, I think that would have been better. So now, even though it doesn't have anything on the back, I was thinking it might still be good, because technically I can put this on, right? Not technically, I can put this on. Now it's on to the side, right? And this can be used. So we're gonna take this Peak Design plate, right? And we're gonna hook it up to here. All right, it is connected, as you can see right there. So, yep, makes it a little bit bulkier, but hear me out. I would technically be carrying my backpack, right? As I do. Either this one or a smaller one. And I'm gonna bring this down a little lower so you can see. But right here is my Peak Design, and this would go right here. Now, the reason being to the side is kind of nice is because I can turn this on. I can have the gimbal still facing forward. As you can see right there, it's facing forward. And I can see the display right here. And I can change whatever I want. I can move it around. Boop. Let's change to 4K 60. You know, we can switch to vertical, continue. You know, so technically I can still access it. Now, if it was facing back, if it was attached to the back of the Osmo Pocket 3, then the screen would technically be in front. And if I needed to make an adjustment, I would just probably remove it from there, make the adjustment, pop, and then put it back on. And if I bring this up just a little higher up here, then technically I'll have it here. And it'll be walking around. I can look at it. Oh yeah, everything's good. All the settings are good. Oh yeah, I have battery. Everything's good. We can keep going. All right, so now that I showed you that, there's one downside to this gauge that I don't like. As you can see here, right? I can pull this off very easily. But let's just say I'm running out of battery and I need to use this one instead because I need the battery grip. Take this off. I would imagine you're not nowhere near a table if you're walking around doing this. And then you take this off. Nice. And then you would have to take this one and put it in. So now this one's in. This one you can kind of tighten all the way because you got space up here. And then you tighten that. 2 clicks. Make sure you get 2 clicks all the time. I can, you know, pop it back on and we're good to go, you know? Let's go. We got this. Good stuff, right? Yeah, but that took a while. So that's kind of the only downside to this cage, that if you want to switch from this one to this one, you got to switch out that whole cage again and again. You got to keep going, bop, 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 every time. But if you're only going to use, let's just say the battery grip, and that's the one you're going to go out with, okay, sure. Then this one works, so you can use it. It has a slit in the back, so you can use USB-C, no problem with that. So it's great. It's not a problem. Everything's good. But if you're going to bring both, just in case, yeah. I don't know, think about it. But yeah, having to change this out every time, I feel like that's one of the downsides for me. And not having a mounting point in the back is also half a downside. Because I do like the way this would go right here so I can look at the screen. But there'd be other times where I kind of want to mount it like this. Or maybe I just want to put it against a wall like that. Now going back to the Ulanzi, obviously this one has a mounting point in the back, which is great. But it doesn't have any mounting points on the side except for this cold shoe mount. We're going to take the tilde cage off. We're going to put it to the side right here. Now if you're finding value in this video, just don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Make sure you turn on notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out, and leave a like if you're liking this video, obviously, because that's what it's for. And so let me know your thoughts, and at the end of the video, let me know which one would you pick. And if you do pick one, there are going to be links down below, so don't worry about it. It'll all be here in one place. All right, let's keep going. And now we're gonna go to the one and final cage. This is a newer cage. It's the AC009. It's a metal cage for the Pocket 3. As you can see, I still haven't opened it. And why I haven't opened it, you might ask? Because I think that this one will be the one. And I kind of want it to be a surprise for you and for me. So here it is. I'm gonna open this up, pull it out. Nice. Okay, so the newer cage actually comes with a cold shoe mount, like GoPro style cold shoe mount adapter. And the cold shoe mount also has a 1/4 inch at the bottom, which is perfect. We're starting off in a good place, okay? We open this up, take this off. Look at this. You see it? It's poking out. Well, these two also flip down, which at some point I thought they didn't, and I thought they would always stick out like this, which would have sucked a lot. But they do go down, and they have a 1/4 inch thread in the back as well. This is very nice. So the same thing I did with the Ulanzi one, which is putting this quick release back here, I can also do it with the newer. And not only that, newer has this one in the back with the 1/4 inch thread in there, and it has one in the front also with the 1/4 inch thread in the front and the GoPro style mounts. So this is, I mean, this is great, but it still doesn't end there. We have a cold shoe mount on the side, which is perfect. And not only that, we have a 1/4 inch thread on the side as well. So we literally have every single mounting point you could think of. The back, the front, the side, and the other side. They're all around. 360 mounting points. Look at this little lock in comparison. This lock right here is like not 3 times, but like twice the size. It's pretty big. This one you slide up, you open it up, and this one's a lot smaller and a lot lighter, which is super nice. It has an external recording button, which has an inside extrusion, so it'll press the inside of it. So basically what I'm trying to say is that this actually gives you a position on where to place it, like straight up. And we're gonna do it right here. I just realized I don't understand why I'm still wearing my backpack. I guess that's how comfortable it is. Okay, we're gonna slide this in. Remember, it's my first time looking at this as well. Okay, so I just pressed it in. It's in there, it's connected. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere, but as you can see, you have access to the joystick as well. Obviously, if you put something right up here in front, it might decrease that, but let's try it out. Let's put this quick release plate in the front. Let's see what happens. Technically, I do still have access to the joystick. It's a little harder to move around because you know your thumb is up there, but it's really nice. The record button obviously extrudes up also, so that's also really, really nice. So now with what I was trying to accomplish, we can go back here, right? And I can, whoop, since it's to the side now instead of up and down, I gotta take this out. And we're just gonna switch it around. There we go. Now it's to the side. Now I can mount this right here. Psych, I can't do that because it only attaches one way, so I gotta turn this around. There we go. Now it locks. I can lock it from the bottom, and now we're cooking. I can be right here walking, and I can still see the screen back here. Now making an adjustment, I can put it down like this and make the adjustments and bring it back up. Okay, so that's kind of like really nice. So not too bad. That's actually a great idea. I mean, having it on the side was kind of nice, but having it right in front of your face is even better. So yeah, I told you guys I wanted this to be a surprise for you and me. Normally I try not to use newer stuff because I don't know. There's only one thing that I bought from Newer. Actually, two things that I bought from Newer that I kind of really enjoy, and it's this overhead rig right here that I have on the side. I'm gonna turn this to the side. So this overhead rig right here, this one right here, woo! This one's really, really nice because you can bring it up and down, and you can attach a camera right here in the middle, right here in the middle. You can attach a camera, and I have a Peak Design capture clip in there as well, so I can just hop the camera in, which is pretty awesome. And there's also a light right up there that is also a Newer light. So when it comes to Newer stuff, those are the only two things I own, and they're very nice, actually. They serve the purpose. Now, as I suspected, the Newer one is definitely the best one. It is, first of all, the smallest. Second of all, the one that has the most mounting points in the most areas, including the front and the back. Because as you remember, Tilta doesn't have one in the front, nor does it have one on the back. And Ulanzi only has one in the back. Yeah, the side cold shoe, sure, but it's not a 1/4-inch thread. This one has literally 3 on the side. It has 1 on the other, 1 on the front, 1 on the back right here. So you can't really ask for more. This is very compact. Now, let's do this one more time, and this is gonna be the gripe with the cages. I wanna put this in. Oh wait, I can't because it just doesn't fit, which is fine, you know? So that brings me to the last thing on the list, the Sunny Life cover. Oh, this video is actually very linear compared to my other ones. Now I have a feeling that this will work perfectly for what I'm trying to accomplish, because this technically only covers the gimbal and the display, which is exactly what's missing on this. Very easy. Press the sides right here, boop, boop, and open. That's actually very simple. And all you have to do is put this in here and close. It's done. You see it? Very compact, actually. More compact than this thing. And you have everything. And as soon as you're ready, press, pull, and you're ready to go. Actually, faster than this. Actually, because this sometimes gets stuck and you gotta like wiggle it out. So this is technically faster, and it's very easy to put on. On, off. There we go. Now it's smooth. So it's very easy to do it. It's very light, super lightweight. This one's lightweight. This is a lot lightweight because this is plastic. But you know, if it falls, it'll protect your gimbal and it'll protect your screen. Although I do have a screen protector, but you know, the more protection, the better. So this is like actually very light and decently small in comparison to this one. You can see it. It's a lot smaller and about as wide at the top end. Small footprint over here. I'm still wearing this Peter McKinnon backpack. That's how comfortable it is. Yeah, I didn't open them in the beginning because I kind of knew, I was like, I feel like this is gonna be the great duo, these two together. And they are. This is definitely what I wanna rock on a normal day-to-day basis. I have all the mounting points I could possibly want. I have a cold shoe mount. I have GoPro mounts in the back and the front. Like, they fold up, which is great. This is perfect until you go and do this. You can't actually put this in. I mean, it is charging. You can see it right through the screen. It is charging, but you can't actually put it in. Here, we're gonna try undo this, right? We're gonna take this off. And now it seems like the problem is that this bottom part has two little tabs that hold on to the bottom part of this, which is where this holds on to. So I'm gonna try to put this, it's impossible. Yeah, I mean, I get why they did it. They did it so this doesn't go any higher. They probably did it so this would actually open up every time. But if they didn't do that, I could definitely make it so it would fit. I'm gonna put this in here. So now it's in there, it's connected. Now we're gonna try my best to put this on. Listen, I gotta give it a go. That's funny. Okay, so as you can see here, listen, I told you this was gonna be a surprise for you and for me, but I can technically mount it at the bottom. And it kind of doesn't really go anywhere. There we go. It takes a lot to make it go anywhere. I can push it down there, right? And now it's in there. But it's not supposed to go there, obviously. And this would be fine, you know, it also stands by itself, which is cool. Yeah, I guess in a pinch, technically this would be fine, but I wanted something that would stay on there forever and I wouldn't have to deal with it. So this is kind of a no-no for what I'm trying to accomplish here. I'm gonna try this one more time. Yeah, that's definitely not going through. So it's definitely those two tabs right there, which I'm kind of upset about. I know it keeps it in place, but gosh darn it, come on. I mean, it makes it easier to put on and off, which is great because you slide it all the way down and then it's in there. If this were to go up, this wouldn't because the display is right there in the middle. And this technically also can't, like, it's sliding down a little bit, so that's really not helping that much. And it's not really going out anywhere. And even if it could, the joystick's right there. It wouldn't even come out if you pulled hard enough. So I really don't get why it was completely necessary to have those tabs in there. But since this is kind of pretty close to perfect, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna Dremel these sides out and I'm gonna smooth the sides of it. That way this can go in there without any freaking issues, okay? I'm gonna make this work because as an engineer, that is what we do. We take things and we make them better. This is amazing. I'm just gonna make it a little bit better. Come on, Newer. I can't believe you didn't freaking test this out. But overall, this is amazing, still amazing. I just gotta make a little tweak here and there. Okay, so that's it. You know, those are the ones I was looking for. Obviously, this last one was the better one of all three of those cages. So I will be returning the Tota. I will be returning the Ulanzi. Sorry guys, but this one from Newer, it's just better.
I'm better. I am better.
But we have technically not a cage, more of a mount. So let's do that. Let's jump in there real quick. Let's jump into this mount. Pocket 3 handheld stabilizer. So the point of this mount, obviously this gimbal has a 3-axis stabilizer, but this is the last axis that needs to be stabilized. And I haven't opened this one either. Okay, so here it is. This stabilizes up and down. Like, so if you're walking, boop, boop, all those movements, this stabilizes it, which is kind of really nice. Now, one thing I like about this is that you can adjust the tightness of it by going up and down here on the spring. So this is not too tight, so it'll bounce up and down a little bit easier. And this is really tight, so it'll not bounce as easier. It's a little stiffer. This one down here, it's a little looser. They're both pretty up there, but you can You can feel it. So at the beginning, you'll see this, right? It'll be closed. There's a mounting point here to attach the gimbal, but how do I do it? Okay, well, there's this screw that you're gonna take out. Little knob screw. And now you have a mounting point down here for something else. And you also have a mounting point in the back, which is pretty sweet. That's, you know, kind of exactly what I wanted. So guys, we need one thing. There's two options to hook this up, right? Two of these, there's two options to hook it up, right? Wrong. There's one option. This goes right here when it's closed down, and the battery grip doesn't fit in it. Now, the only way it would fit is if you open this up with this button right here, you would attach the battery grip in there, and you will attach the gimbal. Clicks, and obviously it's in there. You see? Oh, you need extra strength. What's going on? Ah, more strength. So that's why you have adjustments, because if you leave it at the bottom, it kind of it doesn't really do anything. But if you put it up here, there we go. Nice. This is, I mean, come on. So that's technically your second option, but you can't really close it at all. So let's take this off. We're gonna put the one that was meant for it. And this one now I'm gonna try to go to the other side. We're gonna put this backwards, technically speaking, and then we're gonna close it. Here it is, backwards, the way it was, I feel like, meant to be set. You're gonna put it together just like this. It closes up. It's locked in there because it's locked in there, not going anywhere. This is obviously a little jiggy up here, which I'm not a fan of, even if I tighten this up. It's still a little jiggy, but it's fine. So here it is. It's ready to go. I can pop it open. All right. Hey guys, welcome back. We're here. We're vlogging. What's going on? So this actually is going up and down, which I don't think that's kind of what we're trying to go for. Okay, yeah, I'm not. So technically, if we're just walking around, the nice thing about this is that it gives you a lot more reach. But this, I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. So technically, this is supposed to hold it right there. So when I move this stays. Go another notch down. I guess a little better, less movement if I'm running around. I get what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, do I really need this? I don't think so. This one is definitely not gonna stay with me. I'm definitely gonna be returning this one because yeah, it's practical. It helps with getting a little bit of reach, but honestly, don't really find it all that super productive. And if I need the battery attached to it, I can't really do it because it won't close. So yeah, not for me. But if it was for you, I just want to show you that if you bought the creator combo, it would come with a bag. Now, as you can see, this bag fits this whole thing, right? It fits the whole thing. You can look at it. It does fit and it closes. Well, surprise, surprise, this is a Ulanzi bag. Now, the bag that came with the DJI is this one. You see how much smaller it is? This was the last thing I'm gonna talk about. This bag from Ulanzi is basically the same width of the DJI bag for the Osmo Pocket 3, but it is definitely longer, which allows me to do what I just did, put this whole thing in there. Since I'm not gonna be using this for my personal stuff, let me take this off. Let's just say I have this. You can technically put this in here with the grip and put it right in there, the whole thing. So that's kind of nice. And if you're doing what I'm doing, which is using a lot of these, you can put this right here also. And it still fits and it still closes. Now, the one thing I like to do with my battery grip is put one of these down here, and I take my little tripod and I connect it. Quick and easy, quick connects. And this fits on the other side of the bag, nice and pretty. This one fits on this side of the bag, nice and pretty. The DJI mic is in there, nice and pretty. The filter set is in there. And technically you can put something else. What else do you want to put? I don't know. You can put whatever you want. Now obviously this stick just sadly doesn't fit in here. You can strap it to the bottom of this, but all this fits. And you might be saying, but I need more. I got more accessories. Yeah, you tell me which accessories you have, okay? And then we'll go at it. I keep my Peak Design ready to go so I can pop it on the bag. You want one of these? It'll fit in there. You can put this in there. It'll close. Here, let's close this up. See, it'll close, it's in there. What else? What other accessory would you like? I mean, technically, if you really wanted to, if you had another battery, you can put it right on top of this one and it'll still close. I feel like technically you can put 2 more extra extended batteries right there and it should still close. There's a lot of space to bring everything you need for your Osmo Pocket 3. So if you're gonna buy anything from this video, just buy this Ulanzi. This Ulanzi bag is really, really a nice addition to the kit. And in here, you're like, oh, but you got the creator combo. What are you gonna do with this bag? Okay, well, this bag actually has the Insta360. Because it's small, it doesn't have any extension. Also, I bought a cage that connects to these. Woo! Isn't that pretty sweet? That's pretty sweet. I know you know it's pretty sweet. Okay, but this goes right in here because it fits perfectly. And I bought a charging little dock for the 2 extra batteries that I have that also fits in here. So for me, this is the creator combo super mega extra awesome pack. But yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. I'm definitely gonna stick with this newer camera cage. Let me zoom back in because I got a 20 to 70. I'm definitely gonna stay with this one. I'm gonna take my Dremel. If you don't know what a Dremel is, I'll leave you a link down below so you can get one. And I'm gonna slice these off and I'm gonna grind that down so it's all smooth. That way I can attach my battery grip to this at the bottom, and I can also attach the small little extension grip. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. This was very fun, very nice, very entertaining for me. I hope it was entertaining for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know down in the comments below, what do you think and which one are you getting, if any. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Starbucks, y'all.